Welcome to Bulgaria, a greeting guaranteed. It really is a charming place. We hope you're all agreed. Maythorn Video hits your screen on YouTube every week. So join us in Bulgaria. It really is unique.
Welcome to Bulgaria, and guess where I am? I know I do this a lot, don't I? It saves me talking. I want to try something. We've obviously just arrived in Bulgaria, and part of me is still stuck in New Brighton. Well, that's what I'm going to tell you, because just before we came away, I went for a walk along the promenade at New Brighton, and I came across all sorts of digging going on, and they're flattening out the land alongside the river. Don't know why yet. But while I was there, I walked into Vale Park, because as I've said in the past, there's a guy there who lives in the little park keeper's cottage who makes things out of driftwood. And he was talking the other day when I was there about having to redo them about every 2 years because they rot away. So it's worth going every so often to see what his latest creations are. I did that, and the technology is such that hello can follow me, and I'm in Bulgaria. I'll explain a bit more as we go along.
Keep it Maythorn, weekly Maythorn, monthly Maythorn, while we trek with the tech.
You may have noticed on the latest jingle that they sing Trek with the Tech. Of course, I write these lyrics, I put that there because we do rely a lot on the technology. There's a camera standing in front of me, a little DJI pocket camera that you're seeing me with, and I have the pocket drone with me. But how does it get to you? I'm going to explain. The DJI Pocket 3 works with the DJI Mimo app, which I have right here in my hand, and when I've finished recording, it will then automatically save the files on the camera at first, but then I can actually upload them into the phone. And then from my phone, I have pCloud, which is the cloud service I use, and it automatically uploads stuff from certain folders on the phone. So I've set it to upload everything in the DJI folder. So what I'm saying to you now will eventually end up in pCloud, and then my server at home has a sync with pCloud, and every new file that appears in pCloud gets synchronized back to my home server. So I'm going to Bulgaria, as you probably know, and when I get to Bulgaria, I will be able to access this via pCloud, and I will be able to do the sort of things that people apparently find quite fun. So I'm in Vale Park, New Brighton, and I'll be able to say, and here's the other Brian in Bulgaria, because actually I'm already there, and this bit of video you're seeing now has been uploaded through all that route I just mentioned, and I'm now accessing it from Bulgaria. I'm the other Brian in Bulgaria. The one that was in Vale Park has been available to me via pCloud on my phone. I normally use a laptop to edit on, but I got that handover from that Brian via pCloud to me in Bulgaria. So what I'm going to try now, something that I had a bit of a play with at Eastern Ferry. While I've got this Brian here, I'm going to use the editing facility that cuts out the background, and I'm going to try and then use that cutout, make it stand beside me, see if that works, see if I can get both Brians in the same shot. It might not work, but it's worth a try. If I move to the left, and is there space there for the other Brian on my right in the picture? Okay, so Brian from New Brighton, hello. Now it's not going to animate even if it does work, because you have to plan that kind of thing. We have to have a script. I give him a script to talk, and I use the same script, and we talk to each other. But just for now, let's see if removing his background and putting him here works. If it does, it leads to more messing about in the future. We like to have fun with our videos. So no more messing around, let's go and explore Sofia, and starting off with Hansel and Gretel. Who else? We're in the coffee lab Vitoshka, and we've just had our breakfast here, which was served on this. I like these things. Those are the crumbs that are left from the feta cheese bake, pasty, whatever you like to call it. It was warm, it was beautiful and tasty, and lots of flaky pastry left behind, but don't worry, I'll be getting rid of that. Coffee here is great. This is called the Coffee Lab, so you'd expect that. And it's on Vitosha Boulevard. Now, Vitosha Boulevard is the only all-pedestrianised street in Sofia, and although it's reasonable to look around here this morning, I think from what we saw last night, the best time to come back and see the activity here is at night. So later on, I'll be bringing you Vitosha Boulevard by night. See you later. Last October we visited a restaurant called Hadji Draganov, and it was up north near the railway station. This time we went to their little cellar in the main town centre. We've retained the music from the other venue because this one is too small to have live musicians, and it will play in the background as we show you around this branch of the organisation, although there are only two, I believe. So while we wait for our food to be cooked, I order a bottle of Ariana. The Ariana Brewery was founded in 1884 in Sofia and was actually bought by Heineken in 1997. The Ariana Brewery closed down in 2004 and they switched production of the two Ariana brands, the other one called Stolichno, to the Zagorka Brewery. So there you have Zagorka, Ariana and Stolichno, all brewed in Stara Zagora at the Zagorka Brewery. Moving down to the end of Vitosha Boulevard, you enter Central Park. There's a couple of things to see here. There's the Monument of the Lion, and you'll see lions all over Sofia, and probably all over Bulgaria if you're looking. And the lion is on the national coat of arms for Bulgaria as well. It gives the name to the currency of the country, and it represents the people of Bulgaria fighting like lions over the wars of the last 2 centuries. These areas of open space in Sofia, and there are many of them, are most welcome because traffic flows around the city in roads that are 6 and 8 lanes wide. It's very busy, but you're kept totally isolated from that as you make your way around. Beyond Vitosha Boulevard and beyond the Central Park, you can look across to the Vitosha Mountains, and at this time of year there is still a little bit of snow left up there. Leaving the park and going back up Vitosha Boulevard, you'll see a statue of Aleko Konstantinov, who is the guy that I've talked about before. He's from Svistov, and one day we must tell his complete story. He's the guy who wrote the book by Ganyo. At the other end of Vitosha Boulevard, you come out into the streets again and the main courthouse. This is an area where there was a lot of police activity the day we were there, but perhaps that's a normal thing. There were also quite a few musicians about. Moving on past the courthouse, you come across several other buildings of interest, and one of them is a church which appears to translate the stately Orthodox church with murals. Fair enough. And just beyond that, the Sofia Balkan Palace, and behind that, St George's Rotunda Church. There's also a mosque in this area and several other interesting buildings. And if you're interested in banks, it's money after all, then the UniCredit Bull Bank have offices all over the place, but one of them in this particular spot is rather large. We're at Serdica, where the underground shops and the Serdica 2 metro station are, and we're by the medieval Orthodox temple of St. Petka.
From Svista, Varna and Sofia, the Balkan charm is very...
Across the road, and indeed from most of the places around here, you can see the rather tall monument of St. Sophia, the patron of the city. And this is the area where we had lunch last year, but the place is now closed.
Welcome to Bulgaria, with video from Nathan. Sit back and put your feet up, and we'll get the show airborne. The show airborne. Cobblestones play beats beneath my feet. Old buildings, hometowns, sweet and bittersweet. Their windows like eyes that watch you grow wise. Sophia whispers secrets under starry skies. Wide open spaces, but the city breathes tight. Trams cut through like streets in the night. The jam of the traffic, a symphony in gray. Sophia dreams as it carries me away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yellow bricks lead to stories untold. The edges worn, but the spirit bold. Domes and spires piercing the pale blue. Past and present collide in the city's hue. Wide open spaces, but the city breathes tight. Trams cutting through like streets in the night. The jam of the traffic, a symphony in gray. Sophia dreams as it carries me away. Lead to stories untold. Their edges worn, but the spirit bold. Domes and spires piercing the pale blue and gray. Past and present collide in the city's hue. Past and present collide in the city's hue. Away, marble lions guard the streets of time. Laughter and horns merge in urban rhyme. Every crack and creek has a tale to relay. In Sophia's embrace I lose and find my way. Wide open space. But the city breathes tired, trams cutting through like streets.